I don't really know how I want to start off talking about this, but wait a minute, let me shut this up. Maybe I can turn it around here. Well, then again, I'll keep it right here since I don't, you know. Um, Me myself, I'm not comfortable with going around everybody. I just feel more comfortable when, like, I want to talk about how people, false prophets and false preachers and all that kind of stuff. Um, I'm to a point in my life to where I would rather, and this is no shade thrown at our people in general. No, I'm actually just speaking in general across it. I'm just making general statements and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't really don't know how I want to start it off, but we let me say this here. Forgive me, I'm gonna be all over the place in this video. We're in a different generation, man. We're in the generation to where you can be misunderstood. We're in the generation to where it's just very difficult. It really is. It's very difficult. It's to show kindness and be kind. That's very difficult, especially us who have been ruined as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. It is extremely hard. It's like I saw some people that was moving, some brothers, sisters that was moving. Right? You normally see like, and these women, the so-called Black women, they was moving stuff by themselves, and it's almost like we living in that generation to where things are not in its original. At one time, we cared about each other. At one time, it's like even I feel myself didn't gotten to that point. Now, did I want it to go to that point with me? Because sometimes if I feel like my kindness is not being appreciated and I try to offer my help and the person be like, no, thank you, we got it, appreciate it though, or something like that, that's going to make me feel some type of way to the point to where I'm already knowing what you're going to say. I'm already knowing what you're going to say. So it just make me just get beside myself and just it makes me like, it basically makes you cold hearted, because you don't want to get broken by trying to offer somebody kind. You don't want to sit there and offer kindness, and then now all of a sudden, a harsh word is told to you, and now you feeling stupid. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how I'm looking at it. I said before I clown myself, and before I make myself put myself in a position, like, first of all, I'm not gonna put myself in a position no more is to get myself get like for something like that to go down. Because it's like I'm to the place now. Look, I done fuck this shit. I done tried. I'm not doing this shit. I'm tired of this shit. Just leave the shit alone. Leave them alone because you can't change them. You can't do this and you can't make people be a certain way. You can't make people respond a certain or to you a certain way. However, how they thinking in their mind, regardless of how you are, that's just what it's gonna be. And so you know what? Forget it. Then my mind is going like this, and let them deal with the shit themselves. That's how I'm thinking in my mind. And sometimes you have no other choice but to be that way. But at the same time, we are living under the judicial curses. We're living under siege. And when I okay, under siege, that was the best word to use instead of yes, under siege. Under siege mean that our people are in curses and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? There's a scripture in I think I forgot it. It's been so long since I actually read it in First Kings where the whole the it was like I think people was sacrificing their children and having their children. It was like a time of like I don't want to just speak on it like that, but It's a scripture in the Bible. It talks about undeceived. You see what I'm saying? We're undeceived. And a lot of these ministers turn around. Okay, the thing maybe. Okay. A lot of these ministers, they just take things and misuse people that are in poverty. And that's not right. That's not right at all. It's wrong. And they are no different. Even gold diggers is no different from a scam person who trying to. They are no different from the preachers who trying to take people's money. It's all they are related. They cousin gold diggers, false prophets, and all that type of stuff. Gold diggers and false prophets trying to take and getting rich off of our people, giving them money and stuff. They're cousins. Both of the sins, they're cousins because both of them is manipulating somebody. Because thing about our women has been trained by the so-called white. They are trained to be manipulated. They're master manipulators. You see what I'm saying? It's just like a person who trying to sell you a certain type of insurance on the phone. They are no different from the insurance people calling you up on your phone trying to sell you some products and some lies and try to make it sound good. They are no different from a damn phone company that try to talk you into getting a service and then they add and telling you now you got to pay this and then they add an extra bill. They told you it was so and so last month. Now this month they claiming that it didn't come out their mouth. And when you clearly heard them say, "Look, you told me that this is what I'll be paying a month," and then they swear up and down or try to say they didn't do it, and when you know you got the paperwork that they did, but they try to flip things. That's the same way gold diggers does. They are no different from the false prophets in the church that's trying to ripping people and picking their money. They are no different from the people who are in these businesses, in these furniture companies, in these computer companies, and these cellular phone businesses and all that kind of stuff, trying to sell you something to make you think that's what it is. And like you in your mind, you're saying, what is the catch? And come to find out, they told you this lie just to get you in there. Like they can have a sign up on the door, right? That's saying, um, you pay $65. I'm just making an example. Once you pay $65, you get free this, you get free that, and then plus a free you get a free modern day you get a free TV, two TVs come along with it, or you get a free MacBook, or you get a free this and that, and then all of a sudden now you like, damn, that sounds too good to be true. So it's just like all these people and gold diggers and these ministers, all of them, they kin, they all related, they cousins, they all, which mean they all have the same spirit, but they just scamming you in one way, and this one's scamming you in this way, and this one's scamming you in that way. But they all working in the same one power, and it's fucked up. I think this is it right here. Hold on, let's see here. And then you have our people. You can't really tell our people nothing either, because our people has been conditioned by the system. But they'll sit right up in there and watch the so-called white man's news and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? They'll sit right up in there and they'll watch it and watch it and watch it. And they more willing to sit up in here and be lied to. You see what I'm saying? Yep. They are more willing. Let's see here. First Kings chapter 20 and verse 1. It says, and Abinadab, the king of Assyria, gathered all his hosts together, and there were 32 kings with him, and horses and chariots. And he went up and besieged Samaria and warred against it. And he sent messages to Ahab, king of Israel, unto the city, and said unto them, Thus said Abinadab, Thy silver and thy gold is mine, and the wives also, and thy children, even the goodness are mine. The goodness are mine. I mean, the goodness are mine. And the king of Israel answered and said, My Lord, O king, according to thy sayings, I am thou and all that I have. And the king and the messengers came again and said, Thus speak Abinadab, saying, although I have set unto thee, saying, thou shalt deliver me and thy silver and thy gold and thy wives and thy children. Okay, so I think it was the king of Assyria. This is when part of when Israel went into captivity too, because this was a time period that the king of Assyria, it said, and Abinadab the king of Assyria gathered all his hosts together, and there were 32 kings with him, and horses and chariots, and he went up and besieged Samaria and warred against it. So this it because of that, our people underwent a punishment with the Assyrians. You see what I'm saying? And it was called under siege. That means it was a lot of when that went on. It's a lot of bad things that happened. It was a lot of neglect. You see what I'm saying? It was a whole lot of stuff that was going on. Now I'm gonna skip because it's a lot. First Kings chapter um 20 and verse 30. Let's see what 23 is talking about. It said, and the servants of the king of Assyria said unto him, their gods are the gods of hills. Therefore they were astonished. That means they was like surprised. Then we but gathered them. Then okay, hold on. And the servants of the king of Assyria said unto him, their gods are the gods of the hills. Therefore they were astonished. Then we but let us they were astonished then we but let us fight against them in the plain, and surely we shall be stronger than they, and do this thing, take the king away, every man out of his place, and put captains in their rooms. Okay, now I'm not going to go through all the whole thing at all, but if you read the whole thing, you'll see that it was all dealing. It was dealing with Israel, right? It was dealing with Israel going under siege and different things and stuff like that. One of the main reasons why Israel was going through them punishments like that too is because one thing about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people, we do not like to listen to our God. We don't listen. We just don't. It's just in our nature. It's in our nature to rebel because we naturally want to crave other things other than the right way. That's just how it goes. And this is the reason why that we don't have no leaders in our community and stuff like that. Now I'm not telling you nothing that I'm not trying to do, that I'm not trying to do myself. You see what I'm saying? But it's just I was trying to make a point with how we got all this stuff going on in our community. We are very divided, and we need to we just need to make a difference. If you go and look at Deuteronomy 28, I went over all, we'll go over some other time, you know what I'm saying? But when you look at Deuteronomy chapter 28, you're looking at how, like, if the God said, if our people didn't listen to him, if they, you know what I mean, if we didn't hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, all those different things, he said, all these curses shall come upon thee. That means all these ass whoopings of punishment is going to overtake us. You see what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, man. So it's just it's like this generation now. It's even the older people. They get offended over the truth. They really do. They we had back in the day, man. They was really, 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 really. They spoke truth. They stood on morals. They taught you what was right. They didn't care how you felt. They told it like it was. Now you have older people telling you, baby, you can't treat them like that. They keeping quiet now. They ain't saying nothing to you because they scared themselves. They may get they trying to be what they call it. They trying to be the kid's friend instead of trying to be firm and stand firm on good morals. You know, it's just messed up now, man. So our job is to just try to put it back together and everything. We got so much out of order. It just need to be straightened out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get up out of here and I'm gonna see y'all later, man. We'll talk. All right.